So, Mr. Lopez, part of what we're doing today is talking a little bit more about your stepson, and my role is really to try to understand him and the family so that I know how to be most helpful. And so the way that I do that is I have these questions that I ask to a lot of the families that I work with. And the questions have various events and experiences that some families have gone through. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to begin with going over this list of experiences and events that will help me understand what your stepson's been through and to know which ways I can best help. Okay. So let me know if at any time you feel like you want to stop. If it starts to feel uncomfortable at all, you can just let me know as well.
Okay.
Okay. Has he ever experienced events that may have been for him sort of traumatic or really intense experiences, like let's say a car accident?
No.
Or medical traumas, and long stays at a hospital, maybe someone suffering from a serious illness. Mm-hmm. Okay. What about exposure to natural disasters?
I can't say that.
Like that. No. Well, for this next part, I want to say that even though it may be difficult to touch on some of these events, I still like to ask about them. There are a number of events that impact a lot of families and communities, and knowing about some of these would really help me to understand how to be most helpful to him and also to your family. So I'm curious whether he's ever been witness to violence in the community, at home. No. And have there ever been instances where you guys have been affected by war or terrorism? Okay. What about instances of abuse, maybe sexual or physical? And then again, not necessarily just in the family, but outside the family as well, outside the home.
I wasn't there for his whole life, so it's kind of tough to say, but I haven't heard anything, and I don't think that he has.
Okay. All right. And how about instances that you know of neglect or emotional abuse?
Well, I'm sure when his parents got divorced, that must have been a bit tough for him.
So he had lived with his mom previously, and aside from that, was always living with mom or with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, great.